Do you guys know what equations are, or have you forgotten everything? Give me an example of an equation. Please switch on your videos first of all. Switch on your videos, Abdul Jabbar, Zen, and Pia. Pia, is this your first class? Pia, is this your first class, dear? Okay. I have been asked to inform you, Pia, that your class will be at 7 p.m. UAE time. Okay. Your class, only Pia, that's only for Pia, that your class will be at 7 p.m. UAE time. Okay. Let me type it out. Abdul Jabbar, where did he go? Okay, fine. Then can you give me an example of an equation?
Five plus five.
5 plus
5.
5. Is this an equation? See, equation means where you have an equal to sign. Okay, you should have an equal to sign for it to become an equation. So if you say 5 plus 5 equals 10, this is an equation. Okay, is that clear? Then
Yes.
okay, let's say if you have x plus 6 equals 10, this is also an equation. Why? Because it has an equal to sign. Okay, it's an equation. So now the name of the chapter is linear equations in two variables. So first of all, see, this is also an equation and this is also an equation. What is the difference between them? That the second equation, it has a variable in it. So this is an equation in one variable. So it has one variable in it, right? Only one variable, x. Whereas if you have something like 6x plus 4y is equal to, let's say, 15. In this case, how many variables do we have, Zain?
2.
2 variables. So this is an equation in 2 variables. Similarly, if you have something 5x squared plus, or just 5x plus 3xy equals 10. This is also an equation in how many variables?
3.
What all are the variables that we have in here? Can you name them?
X, xy.
The variables are x and y. There are only 2 variables. Okay. Is that clear? Just a minute.
Yes.
Okay. So this is an equation in, again, two variables. Okay. But the difference between these two equations, uh, just a minute, there's a slight issue. Just a minute, Zen. Abdul Jabbar, video, please. Okay. So we have seen that these are equations, but the difference between the first and the second equation is that the second equation has a variable. It has one variable. Now this is an equation which has two variables, and similarly this is also an equation which has two variables. But now what is, so we understood what is equation, we understood what is one variable and two variables. Now what do we mean by linear equation? Again, linear comes from the word line. Okay, it comes from the word line. What does that mean? Linear equation is an equation which, if you plot it on the graph, it gives you a line. Okay, so this is an equation of a line. So if you see, if you plot 6x plus 4y on the graph, you get a line. What do I mean by that? Let me just show you. There's something called a graphing calculator. Okay, slash calculator. Let me show it to you. Let me share my screen. Okay. So see this, okay? 6x, we were talking about 6x plus 4y equals 15. Can you see that the green thing is a line, right? So this is what we mean when we say that the equation, this equation, when we plot it on a graph, it looks like it is a line. Okay, it turns out to be a line. So that is why it's called a linear equation, because its graph is a line. Now, what was the other equation we had? 5x plus 3xy equals 10. Let's try to plot that on the graph. Okay, where did it go? Yes, 5x plus 3xy equals 10. So 5x plus 3xy equals 10. Is this a line? Look at the blue one. Is this a line now?
No.
No, it's not a line. So do you see that what is the difference between a linear equation and an equation which is not linear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's come back to our other. Yeah. So the equation of a line is going to be this one. Linear equation in two variables. This is our linear equation. Okay. So linear equation, how do we define a linear equation? It is an equation in which the power of each variable is 1. The power of each variable is 1. And in fact, the power of each term is 1. What does this mean? Each term, or in fact, let's say degree of each term is 1. So over here, in this equation, 5x plus 3xy equals 10. Look at 3xy. In 3xy, x has power 1 and y has power 1. So the degree of this term is actually 1 plus 1, which is 2. So the degree of this term is 2. So it's not a linear equation. The degree of this term is 1. But of this term is not 1, it's 2 because it's 1 plus 1, right? But over here in the linear equation, you see every term has the degree 1. For example, if you say 3x square plus 2x, what is the power of this term 3x square? Then
1.
no, the power is 2, beta. The power is
Ah,
2. And what is the power of this term?
1.
Yes, it is 1. So what is the power of this term?
2.
Very good. It is 2 because 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. So that is why that is what we mean by linear equation, that the degree of the power of each term is 1. Okay. Now let's see um, let's see a linear equation where you have, let's say you have something like this: 5 plus x equals uh, uh, um okay, 5 plus x equals 10. Okay, or fine, let's say it equals 9. What is the value of x? Then I'm
4.
asking you. Yes, it is 4. The value of x is 4. And it's always going to be 4. It's not going to be anything else. So this is called the solution of the equation. Please write it. This is called the solution of the equation. Okay. And for one linear equation, in one variable, there will be one unique solution. Unique solution means it will only be x is equal to 4. It can't be more than one solution. It's just going to be one solution which is going to be unique. That means there won't be any other solution to this equation. Okay, it's a fixed solution. So this is a linear equation in one variable. Now if you have a linear equation in two variables, let's say x plus y equals 10. Now Zen, can you tell me what all can be the solutions of this?
5.
See, over here you will have to say x equals something and y equals something. So in this solution, in the solution of such an equation, you need to mention both the variables. X equals, let's say 5, then y will be equal to 5. So we write this solution as 5 comma 5. Okay, this is my x and this is my y. Will this be the only solution, or can you think of more solutions for this?
6 plus 4.
Very good. So x equals 6, y equals 4. This is also a solution, 6 comma 4. In fact, 4 comma 6 is also a solution. 4 comma 6, meaning x is 4 and y is 6. How about 3 comma 7? Yes, where x is
Yes.
3 and y is 7. And similarly 7 comma 3. This is also a solution. How about 1 comma 9 and 2 comma 8 and 0 comma 10? And in fact 0.5 comma 9.5. So like this you will have an infinite number of solutions. So write it over here: for one linear equation in two variables, there will be infinitely many solutions. Okay. So what does this mean? Now let's see one more thing. Let's say, okay, see, I just showed you that we can plot this equation on a graph, right? You saw that, plotting the equation on a graph. Please keep yourself unmuted. So let's see the graph again. Just a minute. Let me hide the other graph that we made. It will be confusing. Okay, wait, I'm not sharing my screen yet, right? Let me first share my screen. Okay, I'm trying to. Oh no, sorry. Cancel. Oh, fine. Let me just write x plus y equals 10 over here. X plus y equals 10. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see the red line?
Yes.
Yes. Now, are you able to see my other screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now look at all the solutions that we had. 5,5. Let's plot the point, or forget about 5,5. It will be a little difficult for you to plot. 6,4. Okay. 6,4 is a solution. We just now saw that 6,4 is a solution. So now let's see where the point 6,4 is. So 6,4. That means x-axis. On the x-axis, you move 6 units, right? 6 is over here, and you go up, 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 4. Here you have 4. This is the point 6,4, right?
Yes.
Just a minute. Tools, point. So this is 6,4. This point is right over here. Okay. Then another point, another solution that we had was 4,6. 4,6. Let's plot that point also. 4,6, 4,6. It's right over here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how about 2,8? That is also a solution. 2,8. So 2,8, it's right over here. You say 2 in the x-axis and 8 in the y-axis. It lies over here. Okay. Do you see something common in all of these points?
They are all in
All
the x-axis.
in the x-axis? What? All of those points that we said are the solutions of our equation. What is happening to all of those points? Is there something common in all of those points? Yeah. Yes or no? Tell me.
Uh,
Okay. See, then don't you see that all of these points are lying on the same line?
yes.
Which line is that? Which line is that? Which line did we draw a graph for? What is that line
The
called?
red one.
Yeah, the red
Equation
line.
one.
But what was the equation of that line?
Uh, 5 x plus y
X
equal
plus y
10.
equals what? Equals to
10.
10. So x plus y equals to 10. That was the line, that was the equation. And do you see that every single solution of that equation is lying on the line of that equation? It's lying on the graph of that equation. And vice versa, any point on the line of that equation, if you pick up any random point from here, it will turn out to be a solution of that equation. So if I ask you, let me just take a random point over here. This point, okay, this is 6, this is 7,3, okay. Is this going to be an equation of the solution? Sorry, solution of the equation? Yes, it will be. Why? Because it is lying on the line. Okay. Similarly, if I pick up any other point over here, some random point, is this point going to be a solution of our equation? Yes, it will be. Why? Because it is lying on the line. So please write it. Any point that lies on the line will be a solution of its equation, of the equation, just write of the equation. And vice versa, every solution of the equation, every solution of an equation will be a point on that line. Okay, is this clear, Zen?
Yes.
Okay. Abdul Rahman, may I ask why you were late?
There are some issues in the computer, so yeah.
Okay. Fine. So this is something that we understood, that equation, which this is written algebraically. This is the algebraic representation, algebraic equation. And what we just saw on the graph was the geometric representation of that equation. Okay. We just saw the geometric representation of that equation. Okay. So tell me one thing. Just recall the, okay, I'll just show you the calculator. Okay. Yeah, look at this line and tell me, how many solutions do you think this equation has?
Infinite.
Very good. Infinitely many solutions. We just now wrote it also in our notebook. We just now wrote it that it has infinitely many solutions. Okay. Now, how about if I put in another line, let's say 2x minus 3y equals 6. Okay, enter. Fine, that's our equation. Okay, now look at these two lines, the green line and the red line, and tell me, these two lines intersect at how many points? Like they cross, where they are crossing, how many points are there at the point where they're crossing?
One.
Exactly, there will be one unique point where they intersect. Okay, so there will be a unique point of intersection. So please write it. For any two lines, two non-parallel lines, for any two non-parallel lines, there will be one unique point of intersection. Okay. So the point where these two lines intersect, that is called, see, it was written over here, intersect 7.2, 2.8. Please note it down. 7.2, 2.8. Okay. What does this mean? Okay, look at this point, this intersect point, okay, point of intersection. This point lies on how many lines? Right now, in front of us, like obviously it will lie on infinitely many lines, right? Like you can have a line that goes like this. Okay, you can have a line that goes horizontally. You can have infinitely many lines that that particular point passes through. But right now I'm talking about these two lines and I'm asking how many lines are passing through this point right now, like in front of us. Two lines, right? Okay. There's a red line and a green line. So this point lies on this point lies on both the lines. So that means this point is a solution of both the lines. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So please write the point of intersection is a solution of both the lines. So please see one thing, that we had written x plus y equals 10, right? Equals 10. Try to put these two values in your x plus y equals 10 and tell me whether this point is a solution to this equation or not. Is it coming as 10? Is the LHS equal to the RHS or not?
Yes, it will be done.
It is equal to the RHS, hai na? So yes, this is a solution of the equation. Now the other, our other equation was 2x minus 3y equals 6. Try putting 7.2 over here in place of x and 2.8 in place of y, and tell me whether the same point is a solution for the other line as well. Please do it. 2 into 7.2 minus 3 into 2.8. So 2 into 7.2 is how much? 15.4 minus 15.4, yeah, minus 3, okay. 8.4. Okay, not 8.4, sorry. 9.4. Yeah, 8.4. 14.4 and 8.4, sorry. Okay, do 14.4 minus 8.4. It's coming out to be 6, right? So this is equal to the RHS, this one. So what did we see here? We saw that the same point, 7.2 comma 2.8, it is a solution for both the equations. So this is what you get when you have two equations. So write this. So till now, what all have we written? We have written, we have written for one linear equation in one variable, there will be one unique solution. Just now we saw. Okay, one linear equation, one variable. There was one unique solution. Then we saw one equation in two variables. There will be infinitely many solutions. Abdul Rahman and Mohammed, please switch on your cameras. Okay, next point is for two linear equations in two variables, there will be one unique solution. Okay, and don't think that, oh, x is equal to something, y is equal to something. These are two solutions. No, no, no. This is one solution. Why? Because we write it as whatever the x is, x comma y. We write it like this. So this is one solution. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Abdul Rahman, what happened? Why is your camera off? Okay. Where did it go? This is chapter. Okay. Fine. So, okay. Now, this is actually called, when you have two linear equations in two variables, this is called a system of linear equations. Called a system of linear equations. And there's a standard form of writing linear equations. It is ax plus by plus c equals 0. This is the standard form of linear equation where can be anything, b can be anything, c can be anything. Okay, for example, let me show you this. We had 2x minus 3y equals 6. So we can write this as 2x minus 3y. Now the 6 comes to the other side. It becomes minus 6 equals 0. So this is our a. This is a. This is b. And this is c. Okay, so c is minus 6 and b is minus 3. So what is a? A is 2, b is minus 3 and c is minus 6. Okay, is this clear? Let's do a few questions of this sort. If you have x minus 4 equals root 3 y, let's rearrange it and bring it to the standard form. Bring it to the standard form. Make it like this. Ax plus by plus c equals 0. So x, now this minus 3y comes, root 3y comes to the other side. It becomes minus root 3y. Now minus 4 equals 0. Okay. So over here, what is our x? Abdul Rahman, what is x? Sorry, what is a? Look at this blue highlighted statement and tell me, compare with this and tell me what is a over here. Abdul Rahman.
Yes.
Yes, I asked you a question.
Wait, what was the question again?
Were you listening?
I just want to get some water.
Acha. My question is, we just now saw ax plus by plus c equals 0. What does it mean? Okay. And then we saw how we can write, we can compare it with this, how we can write any equation in the standard form. This is the standard form, by the way. This is called the standard form. So then we took an example of this equation and we wrote it in the standard form. And then we said, okay, here our a is 2, our b is -3, and our c is -6. Okay. So now I'm asking you to do the same thing with this equation, x minus 4 equals √3y. I have done half the work for you. I have written it in the standard form. X minus √3y minus 4 equals 0. Now all you have to do is tell me what is A, what is B, what is C. Abdul Rahman, what is A?
What is A? Wait, what?
Yes.
Give me a minute.
A is equal
So
to what?
A is equal to 0.
What is A? First tell me over here. Look at this equation and tell me what exactly is A from here.
Ax.
AX, but what is A? A is the coefficient of X, right?
A is 2.
Over here, A is 2. I'm asking in the standard form, what is A? A is the coefficient of X.
A's standard form is
In the standard form of a linear equation, A is the coefficient of X. B is the coefficient of Y. And C is the constant term. So in this example, what is your A?
My A is 0.
Then what is A?
Um,
Okay, forget about this. Let's take one more example. 3x plus 4y plus 5 equals 0. Compare this with ax plus by plus c equals 0. Now tell me what is A equal to, what is B equal to, what is C equal to. Then
A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4, and C is equal to 5.
okay, now tell me this. Here, what is A, what is B, what is C? Then your turn.
A is 6, B is 3, and C is 1/4.
Abdul Rahman, do you have anything else to say in this? Is this answer correct?
Yes.
Okay. Abdul Jabbar, is this answer correct? B is 3 or B is -3?
-3.
And what is C?
-1/4.
-1/4. Okay, now if I remove this, what is A? Now what is A?
X.
X.
A is X.
Sorry, A is 1.
A is 1 because there isn't,
Okay.
this is 1 into X, right? 1 into X is X. So here A is 1. Now tell me, looking at this, what is A, what is B, what is C?
Oh, okay, I know. A is 1
Okay, then
and B is -4.
-4. What is B, beta? B is supposed to be the coefficient of Y.
Okay, then um, 1 -1.
What is B?
B is -1.
-1.
Yeah, you told me
Okay.
to compare with
I
Y.
said B is the coefficient of Y. Then what is the coefficient of Y? What is B?
Um,
-3.
Minus,
-2.
minus what?
3.
I'm not able to hear any answer. Minus what?
-3.
Minus √3. Yes, Abdul Jabbar. Minus √3. And what is C?
Ah, so,
-4.
B -4.
-4. Okay, good. So let's do another question on based on this. Okay. 2x is equal to y. First, we have to bring it to the standard form. What is the standard form?
A
Someone
is
remind me.
a
What is
standard.
the standard form? My question is, what is the standard form? Yes.
Ax plus
AX.
by plus c equals 0.
Okay. Now let's bring this to the standard form. 2x, then what will happen to the y?
It becomes 1.
I'm asking what will happen to the y, because you have to, everything has to be on one side, the other side should be equal to 0. Yes, everything has to be on one side for the standard form. So your y has to be on the left side. Now what does it become?
2x
2x minus y.
-1.
So this y goes to the other side and becomes minus y. And what does it leave behind? It leaves behind a 0. So it becomes, our equation becomes 2x minus y equals 0. This is the equation that we are talking about. Now we have to compare it with the standard form. Now tell me, what is A?
Oh, yeah. It's 1. Oh, wait,
A is
it's
1.
2. No, it's 2.
Good. A is 2. What is B?
minus y.
Yes,
Minus?
-1.
-1. Good. And what is C?
0.
0.
Very good. C is 0. Okay. All right. Let's take one more question. Y minus 2 is equal to 0. Can we compare it with ax plus by plus c equals 0? Remember, whenever you're doing this kind of a question, always write the standard form of the equation and then compare it. Otherwise, you'll get confused. First, write the standard form of the equation, which is this one. This is the standard form of the equation. Yeah. Now compare and tell me, what is it?
A is 1. B is
A is
minus
1.
2.
Okay. Okay, one sec. A is 1, B is
-2.
-2, and C is
0.
0. Okay. Now imagine you have this standard form of the equation, and in that equation I am putting the values that you have just told me. A is -1. Put A is -1 in this equation. What does it become? -1x. Yes.
Yes.
Basically minus x, right? Then b is equal to minus 2 you put in place of b. What does it give you? Minus 2y. b is minus 2. Now you're putting minus 2 in place of b. You get in place of by, you get minus 2y. Then c is 0. So what are you getting? You are getting minus x minus 2y is equal to 0. Or in other words, you just take the minus sign common, it becomes x plus 2y is equal to 0. Now you tell me your x plus 2y is equal to 0 and y minus 2 is equal to 0. Is it the same thing or different?
Different.
Different. What is the difference?
X.
Very good. There are two differences. Number one, in fact, there are three differences. There is no x over here. You're not supposed to have an x in this equation that's been given to you. The coefficient of y is actually 1, not 2. And there is a constant term in this equation, which is minus 2. But in your equation, the one that you have gotten, there is no constant term. It is 0. So this is wrong. Let us think about how to solve this equation, okay? Or how to, not solve, I should say, how to write it in the standard form. So ax plus by plus c equals 0, right? So you can clearly look at b and c. What is c? C is the constant term, meaning it has no variable. There's no variable in the constant term. So what is the constant term? What is the constant term?
2.
2 or minus 2?
Sorry, minus 2.
Minus 2. Now b. What is b? What is the coefficient of y?
1.
1. Very good. And what is a? Think about a. You said 1 previously. You said 1. If a is 1, that means you have 1 into x. That means you have x. But you're not supposed to have any x. That means you're supposed to have 0 into x. 0 into x is what? 0. So you have 0 plus y minus 2, which is y minus 2. Are you getting it?
Yes.
A is 0. Is this clear, students? Zain, is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Abdul Rahman? Okay. Let me give you another example so that it clears your concept. 3x plus 2 equals 0. Compare it with the general form, the standard form. Ax plus by plus c equals 0. Now notice that you don't have any y. In the place of y, there is nothing. In the place of y, there is nothing. And what does nothing mean in mathematics? Nothing means 0. Okay. So now tell me, what is a, what is b, what is c?
A is 3. B is 0.
Very
C is
good.
2.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Your homework is this question. Wait, how do I? Okay, fine. I'm writing it over here. Please note it down. You have to express the following in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c, just like we have done right now. Okay. And I will suggest that you do this homework as soon as your class gets over. Otherwise, you will forget how it is done. 2x plus 3y equals 9.35 bar. So the bar is on top of the 5, okay? X minus y upon 5 equals, sorry, minus 10 equals 0. That's it. Okay. This is your homework. Any doubts in today's class, students?
No, ma'am.
No. Abdul Rahman, any doubts?
Yes, ma'am. Which question number, please?
But say the problem is the textbook that you have and the textbook that I have are different versions. They are different editions. Okay. The textbook that I have is the current version, like the 2023 version. So if I tell you the question number, it might not be the same question number in your book.
Okay.
So just take a screenshot of this.
Okay.
Okay, one more thing. If someone asks you, let's take a look at this one. Okay. If someone asks you, write this equation, x is equal to 3y, write it as an equation in two variables. How will you do it? Nothing. It's just the same. It's a different way of saying the same thing. Okay. You have to just write it in this form. You have to write it in the standard form and then that's it. Okay. So if someone asks you write this particular equation as a linear equation in two variables, just write it in the form of ax plus by plus cx plus c is equal to 0. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then, class.